The year 2025 isn't just another point on the calendar. It's a turning point in human history. The kind of technology that once lived only in science fiction stories is now shaping our daily lives. Things like mind-controlled devices, self-healing materials, and AI that can think and act on its own are no longer distant dreams. They're real, working, and changing how the world functions. 2025 is the year when innovation becomes personal. When tech doesn't just help us, it becomes a part of us. In this video, we're counting down the top 10 innovations of 2025, ranked by how much they're changing our lives right now and how they'll keep shaping the future for years to come. From the edges of space to the code inside your DNA, this is where tomorrow begins today. We start our journey at number 10 with something that's no longer science fiction: space tourism. Yes, ordinary people can finally go to space. Not just astronauts, not just billionaires, civilians. Companies like Blue Origin and Space Perspective are taking paying customers beyond Earth's atmosphere for the ultimate adventure. Blue Origin's New Shepard rocket is now running regular suborbital flights, while Space Perspective uses massive, high-altitude balloons to float passengers to the edge of space in a smooth, carbon-neutral ride. The space tourism market has exploded to over $1.5 billion in 2025, and it's expected to grow even faster in the next few years. Space is officially open for business. What started as a government project has turned into a luxury experience, and maybe one day, a practical one. Because these same systems will soon be used for in-orbit manufacturing, research, and even space hotels. Space travel has gone from a global race to a global industry. At number 9, we have something much closer to home: biodegradable and smart packaging. You've probably noticed that sustainability isn't just a buzzword anymore. It's becoming a business requirement. In 2025, packaging isn't just wrapping, it's intelligent and eco-friendly. Companies are now creating packaging materials made from seaweed, mushroom mycelium, and plant starch that simply decompose after use, leaving no plastic waste behind. Some even include tiny sensors that can track freshness, detect spoilage, or tell you when your food's gone bad. The global biodegradable packaging market is worth over $500 billion this year, and it's growing fast. Europe and Asia are leading the charge as governments demand lower waste and more recycling. It's an innovation that doesn't just make sense, it helps save the planet one box, one bottle, and one meal at a time. In the words of one designer, packaging must now be smart enough to protect your product and gentle enough to disappear. Number 8 might just be the most mind-blowing: brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs. Imagine being able to move a cursor, type a message, or control a drone just by thinking about it. That's exactly what's happening in labs and clinics around the world. These systems connect your brain signals directly to digital devices. Companies like Neuralink are building tiny implants that can translate brain activity into actions on a screen, while others are creating non-invasive headsets that can do the same thing without surgery. In 2025, the global BCI market is nearly $3 billion, and most of that growth comes from medical uses, helping people who can't move, see, or speak regain independence. But soon, it'll go mainstream. Think of gamers controlling their characters with thoughts instead of controllers, or workers manipulating machines without lifting a finger. The line between mind and machine is fading fast, and it's both thrilling and a little scary. As one scientist said, the next interface isn't your keyboard or your screen, it's your brain. Number 7 takes us to the skies and the streets, with electric and flying vehicles. We all know electric cars are booming, but 2025 marks the year that electric and hybrid vehicles together make up more than 20% of all new cars sold worldwide. In China, that number is over 50%. Even in the US, where adoption was slow, it's finally picking up speed. But the real excitement isn't just on the roads, it's above them. Electric vertical takeoff and landing aircraft, or eVTOLs, are preparing for launch. These flying taxis are being tested in major cities, with plans for short urban routes by 2026. Hyundai, Joby Aviation, and Archer are just a few of the companies racing to make air travel a daily commute option. The transformation is huge. It's not just about clean transport, it's about changing how we move altogether. As one CEO said, the era of internal combustion is ending, and the next century of transportation is already here. Number 6 introduces materials that can heal themselves. Yes, really. Self-healing materials are changing the game in everything from cars to bridges to smartphones. These are special types of polymers, coatings, and even concrete that can repair small cracks or scratches automatically. Some use nanotechnology, while others use living bacteria that activate when exposed to air or water, filling cracks with limestone and restoring the material's strength. It's not just cool science, it's a billion-dollar revolution in construction and manufacturing. Imagine roads that fix their own potholes, or phone screens that can seal up scratches overnight. These innovations are saving billions in repair and maintenance costs every year, while also cutting waste. By 2025, this market is worth nearly $4 billion, growing at one of the fastest rates in tech. As researchers like to say, why replace what can repair itself? At number 5, we dive into the mysterious world of quantum computing. If regular computers are like flashlights, quantum computers are like suns. They don't just process information faster, they handle it in ways that were once thought impossible. Using principles of quantum physics, these machines can solve incredibly complex problems in seconds that would take classical computers years. In 2025, the race is all about scaling up, building chips with hundreds of stable qubits, and correcting the tiny errors that come with quantum operations. Companies like IBM and Quantinuum are leading the charge. The potential applications are staggering, from discovering new drugs and materials to cracking modern encryption. In fact, governments are already developing new post-quantum security systems to protect data from these machines. As one expert put it, quantum isn't about being faster. It's about solving what was unsolvable. Coming in at number 4 is augmented reality, or AR, technology that blends the digital and real worlds. AR glasses and apps are now becoming part of everyday life, transforming how we learn, shop, and work. Imagine walking into a store, and instead of reading labels, your glasses show live reviews, prices, and even virtual try-ons. In 2025, over 1.7 billion people will use some form of mobile AR, and the market is worth more than $50 billion. Retailers love it because it boosts sales. People are more likely to buy when they can see products virtually. Businesses use AR for training, maintenance, and collaboration, cutting costs and boosting productivity. In factories, workers can see instructions overlaid on machines. In classrooms, students can explore the human body or the solar system in 3D. As one developer said, the final screen isn't on your desk or in your hand. It's the world around you. Number 3 is something many of us are already starting to experience: smart homes and the Internet of Things. In 2025, our homes are no longer just buildings, they're intelligent ecosystems. From lights that adjust automatically to your mood to security systems that recognize your face and lock the door for you, everything is connected. There are more than 25 billion connected devices worldwide this year, and that number keeps rising. Smart homes are not just about convenience anymore. They're about safety, energy efficiency, and even health. New systems can monitor air quality, track sleep patterns, and detect emergencies before they happen. AI-driven home hubs are learning your habits and making decisions for you, like adjusting the temperature when you're away, or running the dishwasher when energy is cheapest. The smart home is becoming a living organism, one that adapts to you in real time. As one expert said, the home of the future doesn't wait for your command. It predicts your needs. At number 2, We have one of the most powerful innovations in human history, CRISPR and gene editing. The dream of curing genetic diseases is now becoming real. In 2025, 2 CRISPR-based treatments have already received FDA approval, marking the first time gene editing has left the lab and entered the clinic. These tools allow scientists to precisely cut, replace, or repair parts of our DNA, the very code of life. Researchers are now working on prime editing, a next-generation version that can fix genes even more safely without fully cutting DNA strands. Early trials are showing promise for diseases like sickle cell anemia, certain cancers, and rare metabolic disorders. The impact goes far beyond medicine. CRISPR could one day eliminate hereditary illnesses completely, or even extend human lifespan. Of course, it raises ethical questions, but there's no denying that gene editing is transforming healthcare forever. One scientist summed it up perfectly. CRISPR lets us debug life itself. And finally, at number 1, the biggest, most all-encompassing innovation of 2025, AI-powered everything. Artificial intelligence is no longer just a buzzword. It's the backbone of modern technology, driving every industry, every app, and every interaction. The global AI market has reached over $300 billion, and almost every major company now uses generative AI, systems that can write, create, analyze, and decide. From customer service chatbots that can talk like humans, to AI agents that run entire workflows without supervision, AI has become the invisible engine behind daily life. In healthcare, AI is discovering new drugs and diagnosing diseases faster than any human doctor. In finance, it's detecting fraud and predicting markets. In education, it's creating custom learning experiences for each student. AI isn't just helping us do more, it's changing how we think, work, and even create. As one futurist said, AI is no longer a tool, it is the infrastructure itself. Every other innovation on this list, from gene editing to space travel, is faster, smarter, and more effective because of AI. When you look at all these breakthroughs together, you can feel the shift happening. Technology is no longer something we use, it's something we live with. It's in our homes, our bodies, our cities, and even our minds. 2025 is the year where everything connects, from the smallest nanoparticle to the largest rocket. CRISPR and AI lead the pack, showing that the line between biology and technology is disappearing. Self-healing materials promise things that never break. AR turns reality into a playground. And space tourism reminds us that innovation doesn't stop at Earth's edge. The future isn't coming someday. It's already here. The question is, how ready are we to live in it? Because these innovations aren't just changing industries, they're changing what it means to be human.